Okay, my name is John Hooper. I'm from Joshua, Texas. 45 years old. I came here to Palm Partners not knowing what to expect, kind of scared. I hate to say that being a 45-year-old guy from Texas, but you know, I've changed a lot of stuff gotten here. What got me in here was I was smoking spice, and pretty much I've been medicating myself, getting messed up for the last, I don't know, 20 years. Off and on, you know, kind of functioning to an extent. Had a job, had a family with two 14-year-old boys at home, waiting on me to get home. When I first got here, well, what got me here was I almost lost my wife and kids. Didn't know how messed up I was, but I'd been smoking that spice stuff a sack a day for about 3 months. Readily, it got me sick. I didn't know what was making me sick, but I didn't know what was in that stuff. But what really got me here was I was about to lose my wife and my kids. But my wife, one evening, I was in the kitchen, she was cooking dinner, and she turned on a camera and recorded me. And I was standing like a zombie in there, and I was about 15 minutes. And she just kept out her business, cooking her dinner. And I was just standing there like a zombie, you know, almost nodding out here and there. Not really realizing what, I guess I'd been acting that way the whole time. Well, one of my kids walked by on the video. He kind of looked up at me and then kind of looked down and kept walking. I'll never forget that for as long as I live. My wife showed it to me that night, and called Palm Partners the next day, found this place. And I was here the next day, and thank God for that decision, because I've never been so clean. I've never felt so good in my life. It's been 30 days. I'm ready to get back home to my family to show them the new me. It really was the best. You hear people say that, but it was the best decision I've ever made, because I don't think I would ever would have found this me that I've found now. Palm Partners has been great. When I first got here, real anxious, never been away from my family 3 or 4 days at the longest, you know. I have always had a pretty secure life. Even though I've been using and what have you, and almost lost it all, I always thought it was real secure. So when I came down here, I was very anxious, angry, blew up on a couple people, had an anxiety attack. My body was shaking. I didn't know what was happening to me. They medicated me down a little bit and got me under control, and coming from a Southern Baptist state in an area always from the Bible beater thing, you know, the church, you know, hell damnation and thing. When I first got here, I was real curious about how the holistic process was going to be, and I kept an open mind, but I was apprehensive about it. Even though I said, you know, take it all in, I was very apprehensive about it, real kind of like, what's going on here, you know, this is kind of weird, you know, and stuff, but once I started taking it in, I had a great therapist, JC, which was a perfect fit for me. And I settled down a little bit and started to learn, started listening more instead of talking. Now that I've completed the program, I know that I got a whole life ahead of me, but I just feel great. And if anybody's listening to this out there or whatever, I'll just say, open up your heart and your mind, because it's all good. And that's all I have to say about it.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, call 888-871-7582 now.